أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد لإيلاف قريش إيلافهم رحلة الشتاء والصيف فليعبدوا رب هذا البلد الذي أطعمهم من جوع وآمنهم من خوف. This is the Black Pot, aka Kukushunomo, where we speak truth to power. And my name, Blakk Rasta. Blessed is the man that worketh not in the counsel of the heathen, that sitteth in the seat that is scornful. But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and this Lord has the sunrise and sundown. Him a go there like a tree planted by the rivers of water that bringeth forth fruit in his season. Him leave never a go wither, and whatsoever him do shall prosper. Yay! The heathen them now, they saw them there like a chaff with the wind driveth away. Therefore the heathen them never go turn upon judgment of the sin among them in the congregation of the righteous. For the Lord God Jah love the way of the righteous and the way of the sin among them always and always. I go perish. Let the people of the Most High God say, Jah! This is the Black Pot, aka Kukushonomo, and my name, Blakk Rasta. Now, in every traditional African home, there is a black pot, and each time this black pot is on the fire, we know there is something sumptuous cooking. It unites the family. We all agree to disagree when it comes to the sumptuousness of the black pot. Several ingredients find their way into the black pot. Different colors, different shapes, different sizes, different tastes, and different smells and sizes. My brother, my sister, they all come into the black pot, agree to be subjected to a certain amount of heating to produce one homogeneous product, which is food, which is good for the whole family. Now, the black pot symbolizes the continent of Africa, and the ingredients in the black pot forming the food represent us. We are the ingredients of the continent of Africa. Are we going to agree to disagree? Agree to be subjected to a certain amount of sacrifice so that we'll be able to produce that one homogeneous product known as development for our people, our continent, our land? That is the concept of the black pot. This is the black pot, aka Kukushonomo, and here we normally do not criticize, but if we must criticize, it must be for one reason: not to destroy, but to build. We criticize to build and not to destroy. This is where we speak truth to power. It's all about our people, our continent, our land. This is time for action. And remember, we are live on Pan-African TV. We are the champions of Pan-Africanism on TV. At the same time, remember that we are on Ghana Web TV and we are live on our own TV, the Black Empire TV. This is where we speak truth to power. Pick our numbers from off the screen. Speak to us. What do you want to advertise? We are ready to advertise that via satellite. We are watched all over the continent of Africa and beyond. And this is Africa's favorite show on TV. It's called The Black Pot. 101% black conscious. This is patriotism, not politics. My brother, my sister, let's go straight into action. Number one, the first story to look at today says, cursed with greedy, pot-bellied leaders. My God. Cursed with greedy, pot-bellied leaders. Oh, this is Uncle Bo White. He's a playwright, a dramatist. He's a man who is always keeping his time. Now, in Ghana and in Jamaica, when they tell you soon come, please set your clock to about 5 hours later. Soon come in Jamaica is 5 hours later. In Ghana, when you say 2 o'clock, come at 5 o'clock. The big man would always arrive late. It's a norm. It's the little boys who arrive on time. And even their on-time arrival is 2 hours late. So if the small man would arrive 2 hours late, big man would arrive 7 hours late. That's why in Jamaica, when they say soon come, you go to a restaurant and order food. They say, oh, how long is this going to take to make? They tell you, soon come. 5 hours later. My brother, my sister, we are cursed with greedy, pot-bellied leaders. And this is Uncle Ebo White saying that. Watch this. We have been cursed with leaders who care about their pockets. And that's Ebo White. Ebo White is a man I respect. He's been married for only God knows how many years now. He doesn't have a child. He's happy. Unlike the average Ghanaian, by now he would have been running into different pots and different caves to be able to find out why his grandmother has swallowed all his children and all that. By now, every bird flying at night around their house is a witch. For the average Ghanaian, the smallest dream he has, it is the cause of the grandmother. Ebo White is a different person. And when he speaks like the Ghanaian that we want to see in the near future. The Ghanaian Nkrumah envisaged. I salute you, Uncle Ebo White. But why is Uncle Ebo White saying that we are so cursed with leaders who are only thinking about their pockets? One of Ghana's most renowned playwrights, James Ebo White, popularly known as Uncle Ebo White, says the country has been cursed with leaders who only care about amassing wealth. According to him, over the years, he has observed that the country has not been blessed with leaders who care about how the country would progress. We have been cursed with leaders who look at their pockets first. What am I going to get out of this? He said. He made this remark on the Showbiz Roundtable organized by Joy Entertainment at the Labadi Beach Hotel on Saturday, October 29, 2022. The Thought Leadership Forum, themed Music, Business and Tourism, aims at delving deep into and moving conversations from simply identifying some of the industry's woes to sharing ideas and insights that are critical to the growth and progress of the creative industry. Due to his contention, Uncle Ebo opined that when recommendations from the meeting are handed over to the leaders, it won't mean anything to them. And that is sad. Dash it away. My brother, my sister, this is nothing but the truth. Before they even jump onto the presidency, there are greedy people who are sponsoring them. They first and foremost come in with the spectacle of power. They want power. Their eyes see nothing but power. They are not seeing patriotism. I believe that a lot of our leaders actually mean good when they are not in power. But when they are faced with the reality of grabbing power, they sell out. There's not one leader in Africa or one leader in Ghana for that matter whose mind was to jump onto the seat of power only to steal and to loot. They all have a good mind to change the whole environment and change the whole nation. But when looking at the real source of power and looking at the reality that comes along with getting power, they sell out totally. People have to sponsor them. And when they win power, they have to sort out these people first. Our country does not have good retirement benefits for the heroes and heroines. So whilst you are in power, you have to steal as much as you can, so that when you are out of power, at least you can fall on that till another thief comes into power. Who is your thief? We don't have a problem if the thief is our thief. The only problem we have is if the thief is another person's thief. Should I say it again? We have no problem in this country if the thief in power is our thief. But if the thief in power is another person's thief, we have a problem. In this country, we have no problem with corruption. The only problem we have is that if corruption does not benefit us, then we hate it. If people steal and give us a portion of the stolen booty, we have no problem. If people steal and rob and give us a portion of the stolen loot, we have no problem. In other words, we don't really hate corruption. What we hate is that we should be taken out of the corruption loot. That's what Uncle Ebo White is saying. Look at this president that we have now. Before he came into power, he begged all of us. Before he came into power, he begged virtually that he had a good mind for the nation, and I believe that he had it. But he came into power. Look at what the nation has become. Greedy, corrupt people all over the place. Last week, he was telling the whole nation, oh, if anybody knows any of my appointees and officials who is involved in illegal mining, please bring their names. I swear I'm going to deal with them. And Asante Yini said, you know them. Why the pretense? The whole Asante Yini. If I had said that, these greedy pot-bellied guys in power would have come after me. Blakk RASTA, you said this. Come to the parliament house and prove to us that these my appointees are involved in Galamsey. Go after Asante Yini. Man past man. Go after Asante Yini. Asante Yini said that you know those involved in the so-called illegal mining. Galamsey, destroying our water bodies and the environment. We are blessed with greedy, pot-bellied leaders. All they are thinking about is how much money they can make whilst they are in power. But today, my brother, my sister, they have forgotten that karma is a female dog. Karma is a female dog. Look how many of them are diseased. See how many of them are sick. See how many of them are terminally ill. Liver cirrhosis, terminal point. They are about to die. Those of them who have bewa, krudu, echu. Those of them who have cancer of the brain. Those of them who have cancer of the eyes. They don't see anything that is real. All that they see is surreal and unreal. My brother, my sister, until we stand firm and fight against corruption, until we all decide that the way forward is patriotism, like Nkrumah wanted it, there's no going forward for any nation in Africa. We are a people who are not patriotic but tribalistic. Tribalism is different from patriotism. I love my tribe. Anybody who insults my tribe, I'll go after them and slaughter them. I love my tribe. Anybody who says anything ill about my tribe, I will make sure that I kill them. That is foolishness. Patriotism is love for the bigger picture, which is the nation. If you love your nation, you are ready to lay down your head on the chopping board. Sure. But we are so tribalistic. We are not nationalistic. We are not patriotic. My brother, my sister, some of these things, you look at them and you wonder if the journey will be smooth anytime soon. But people like Uncle Ebo White have said nothing but the truth. We are cursed with greedy, pot-bellied leaders. Look how sickly they are in power. They are your best friends when they are not in power. When they get into power, the first thing they do is to change their phone numbers. Second thing is to raise their fence walls and put barbed wires on them. Not only barbed wires, electrified barbed wires. That is not enough. 6 dangerous Alsatian dogs. Those that bite you and never release you until they reach the bone. They will bring them there. Why? You begged us for power. We loaned the power to you. Now we are your enemies. They don't think far. My brother, my sister, as it stands right now, we have to open our ears and watch them one after the other. But remember that patriotism is the way out. I'm waiting for that leader who will come out and say, listen, Nkrumah wanted to do A, B, C, D, E, F. It's still relevant. I am going to look at those that are most relevant now. Deal with them. Hey, no leader in Africa would ever fail if they fall back on Nkrumah's plans. You don't need to think anymore. It's been taught for you already. True. Nkrumah was a prophet. The words of the prophets never drop to the ground. The words of the prophet never go stale. But we want to think and think and think when the thinking has been done for us. If we want to think, let's think about new things. This is the Blakk Pot, aka Kukushonomo, where we speak truth to power. Next thing. This is a story that is so dear to my heart. And it says what? From CNN to single mother at 46. Hey, this lady was a lady who was my biggest crush on the silver screens. Anytime the news reel rolled, I looked at this lady and I started seeing stars. She worked with CNN. Very pretty lady. Oh. So pretty. She's called Aisha Cisse. Look how pretty she is. You won't even see her prettiness to the level that you must until you see her reading the news and doing her work. She brought sexiness onto the news reel. Those who didn't want to listen or watch the news would watch it because of her. Very pretty African girl. And what is her story? Her story is interesting. I am 46, single and pregnant. This is my story. Aisha Cisse. It's not an ordinary story. Don't rule it out. This story will let you shed tears. Watch it. If you were told the 16-year-old me that at 46 I'll be divorced, single, and having a baby on my own by choice, I would have shuddered and firmly said no. Back then, I had very definite ideas about the future course my personal life would take. And it didn't look like this. I imagined something way more straightforward and, dare I say it, conventional. Yes, conventional. I've been blessed to build the career of my dreams over decades as a journalist, 13 years on air for CNN International, traveling the world to cover global events and interviewing presidents, movie stars, and world leaders. I published a book, become a UN Goodwill Ambassador, and started a non-profit to help empower African girls. A brief marriage to a kind man didn't result in children. And then the year I turned 40, my mom had a catastrophic stroke, leaving me no emotional space to contemplate anything other than caring for her. 6 years went by, and a few months ago, I found myself in a subpar relationship with a man who took about 12 hours to reply to all my texts, amongst other red flags. It was then, in the aftermath of our inevitable breakup, that it hit me. Not having a child would be the greatest regret of my life. And with my biological clock ticking down, if I was waiting for the right man to come along before I did it, well, I might just find myself out of time. Oh, Jesus. So I decided to take control of my life and settle on the bravest and scariest decision I have ever made, to have a baby on my own. I had many long conversations with myself and tried to get to grips with questions about what it would mean to not have the support of a partner, both emotionally and financially. How would I handle society's questions? What would being a single parent mean for my child? I still didn't have all the answers, but I decided to take the leap because I refused to let fear, social conventions, or judgment hold me back from seeking this joy. The process hasn't been easy. The endless array of meetings with various doctors has also required a battery of blood tests, pelvic exams, bruising injections, nausea-inducing medication, and an unexpected fibroid surgery. But perhaps most challenging of all has been the emotional dimension of this journey, especially surrounding my choice of a sperm donor. Dash it away. Come! Did you see that? 13 years with CNN International. It's my dream to be on CNN too. I haven't reached there. She reached there when she was 30 something. Today she's 46. Aisha Cisse, she had everything. Glitz, glamour, beauty. She was very beautiful, beyond very. She is still beautiful. You heard her writing, read to you. She had almost everything to herself. She got married the first time. No child came up. And she decided that she had to leave this marriage. That same year, her mother had stroke. She had to take care of her mother, running in and out. She resigned from CNN. She ran helter-skelter. Now another man came in who had no time. She would send messages to the man, no response. No response. Till after 12 hours. The man would see 100 messages and sit down and reply to all after 12 hours. Red flags all over. She jumped out of it. She needed a baby. She said she fulfilled all her childhood dreams except one, to have a baby. The baby wasn't coming. So what did she do? She decided that she would go and have AI, artificial insemination, because she couldn't wait for a man that she would love to come. Her biological clock was ticking down. She had to come to grips with the fact that she would soon run out of time. So what happened? She went to the doctor. If you read the story further, it says that she went to the doctor the first time. Now she had to look at the various sperms in the sperm bank. She would have to look at this. Oh, this is the sperm from Lenche. It is Lenche is 42 years old. He's a barber. No, I don't want the sperm or the child of a barber. Okay, this one is from Stanley. Okay, Stanley. Okay, he's 49 years. He was convicted. In fact, he was actually a prisoner. No, I don't want the child of a prisoner. Oh, this is Jeff's sperms. Oh, wow. These sperms look nice. Okay, nice. Okay, all right. So James, oh, okay. Oh, okay. All right. Sperms are looking so good. Okay, Jeff. Okay. 35-year-old Jeff. He's a Christian. Christians are too slow for me. No. Is there any Muslim sperms here? Oh, this is Haruna's sperms. Haruna. Okay, well, this one looks, okay, it's good. Haruna is 56 years old. In fact, he was actually killed in a terrorist attack. Oh, no. Then she finally settled for somebody else's. They injected her. She went. It didn't work. She went again. Okay, let me look for somebody from Africa. Oh, there's one on Heniba here. He's from some village somewhere here. He is only Banchi and Bayere, so he will be strong. They injected. She goes. It doesn't work. Age. And the biological clock is tick-tock, 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 tick-tock. Finally, she says, give me any sperm at all. Anyone. They choose one for her. Put it inside her, then it works. Aisha Cisse is now pregnant. And it's her happiest moment. I wish we could show pictures of her protruding stomach. But that is what it is. Aisha Cisse is now pregnant. And she is the happiest woman on earth. But the thing is, remember, she is only pregnant. She hasn't given birth yet. It is our prayer that she would have the child. It hurts me that a very pretty, beautiful, brilliant young lady would have to come to terms, scary terms, with realities like this. Sometimes when you are busily chasing your dreams, you might run faster than your shadows. I'm not saying this is what happened, but from what she wrote, Aisha Cisse is running against time to be able to produce this child. Imagine she doesn't have the baby. Imagine this baby never happens. She will be incomplete. That's what she's saying. We wish her all the best. And to all the young ladies out there, I don't want to moralize it on anybody. You could be a slave queen for as long as you want, but have a plan. That's all I will say. For Aisha Cisse, when she interviewed Rocky Dawuni, I contacted Rocky Dawuni for her phone number. It's my team that contacted them. They contacted my team, so I don't really. If I had a number, I'll be buying her lunch and preparing the pregnancy for, and pray for her so that the baby can come out good. In the interim, come! This is the Blakk Pot, aka Kukushunamo, where we speak truth to power. When we return, we will be saying more. In the interim, I have a beautiful quote for you. Hey! Wayo!
My name is Waris, but all of you know me as Comedian Waris. I come from a home where cleanliness is not only next to godliness, but a must. We seldom fell ill, and we saved our doctor this headache. At an early age, my mother introduced us to our best gift ever, PJ's Acid Cleaner. PJ's Acid Cleaner kills 99% of all germs and keeps your WCs, marbles, tiles, and concrete floors sparkling new and clean. In fact, you don't need any extra muscle when it comes to PJ's Acid Cleaner. It has all the muscle. When my fiancée, Mameya, first visited me, I almost lost her. She didn't believe I was single, lived alone, and without a house help. Yet my house had this great fragrance and was always clean. I had to reveal my secret, PJ's Acid Cleaner, my family's greatest gift.
For bulk purchases, please call 0244 624 526 or 0262 233 243.
Am I a sumo?
Yes, Mama Rade.
And you may a king cancer, no. You have my sister Paulina and a day after.
You may a king cancer, no. You better free. Abus chapter.
Hey, babe! Sister Paulina, we're reading glasses here, China, Hebrews.
Hey, madam!
Majenkwani. Tina tet Hayan herbal capsule. A drawing Tina, but what to send me? Me ready, I mention glasses. Obroni Bessie, see clear.
Hey, no crow. Tina tet Hayan herbal capsules. A full supplement for good vision and not recommended for children below 12 years, asthmatic patients, pregnant and breastfeeding mothers.
A drawing baby atwa. Got Tina tet herbal shop. Hey, now wait.
Yeah,
Tina tet Hayan.
see clear. pedicure, manicure, waxing, massages. We do everything concerning beauty. So if any lady is thinking about beauty, I believe this is the right place for you to be. We do nail training here. We do brace training. We do wig caps installation. We do waxing. I mean, anything that we do, the services that we render here, we also train people. So if you want to be a master in nails, if you want to be a professional nail technician, this is the right place for you to be. We will train you and make sure you are a professional, not just any nail tech. At Chick Luxury Beauty Home, we train you to be your own boss. We have international trainers who train you to fit in anywhere in the world. We have our one-man training, and we also have 2 weeks. It's between 2 weeks to 1 month, depending on the individual. Whatever you want, we give it to you. At Chick Luxury Beauty Home, we give you quality yet affordable. So come and get trained and be your own boss.
This is the Blakk Pot, aka Kuku Show, where we speak truth to power. Next story, without much ado, is running on your screens. Watch it. Boom. Economyelitis. Panic buying hits Ghana. Economyelitis. You know what myelitis is? You know what myelitis is? You know Peter Tosh singing reggae myelitis. Myelitis is a sickness of the spine. The spine of every nation is the economy. So if the economy has economyelitis, it means that economy no achikopoblibli. We are sick. My brother, look at this story. Panic buying hits town. Food vendors, retailers buy to hoard. And this is written by who? Adiza Bella. Watch it. Adiza Bella Kwanza. Her father was a policeman, not an ordinary policeman, a very patriotic policeman. She works with Graphic, the national communicator. Some food vendors, retailers, and consumers in Accra are rushing to buy food items and toiletries in bulk to hoard as prices keep increasing on the market. According to some food vendors and retailers, the mirror spoke. Okay. According to some food vendors and retailers, the mirror spoke to at Okanshi, Malam, Kasua, Ashaliboche, Domi, Spintex, Agbereza. Wow, I didn't know there was a place like that. Adabraka, Kaneshi, Malam, Ata, Nima, and Mamobi. Prices of rice, oil, meat, and provisions keep going up on a daily basis, making it difficult for them to transact their business smoothly. As a result, most of them who blamed the high prices of commodities on the fall of the cedi against the dollar said they resolved to buy items such as tin tomatoes, cooking oil, palm oil, rice, margarine, flour, sugar, beans, and maize, amongst others, in bulk, as every day came with new prices. Last week, for instance, a high increase in the price of cooking oil went viral on almost every social media platform. 25 liters of vegetable cooking oil, which was selling at 640 Ghana cedis, shot up to 1,000 Ghana cedis. Palm oil moved from 55 Ghana cedis a gallon to 150, whilst a gallon of locally made coconut oil is selling between 300 and 450. From last Saturday to Wednesday, October 26, 2022, wholesalers in cooking oil at Nima, Madina, Okanshi, Agbogloshi, and Kaneshi market had people queuing just to buy some gallons of oil to store before the Christmas. Prices further deepen their woes. Dash it away. My brother, my sister, it's a reality. Christmas is not here yet, and prices are like this. In fact, the headlight of my car, one went off, and when the police see me, they try, in fact, to say, oh, fix your light. After the first day of that thing, I didn't want to drive it again. Because we are those advocates. Just on the road, it bumped into a pothole and boof. If this was a country where some of these things could have been done easily, you just call a mechanic and he comes to fix it. My brother, my sister, when I contacted the mechanic the next day, something that was selling for 400 Ghana cedis had broken in that light. I thought it was just a bulb. He said the bulb too had been affected. One bulb, 150 Ghana cedis. The thing that used to be 400 Ghana cedis is now how much? 1,250 Ghana cedis. 3 times the cost. I've experienced it myself. We vegetarians are blessed. We can just walk around and pick any herbs and cook and eat and we are okay. All these things that they mentioned is nothing but the truth. Right now, watch it. That people used to buy for 20 cedis does not go for 20 cedis anymore. It's 70 or 80 cedis. Now, this is what is called crisis. Is it Armageddon? People are running helter-skelter to buy something so that when the nation finally crashes, at least they can survive on some food before help comes. When a nation reaches this level, it's hopeless. My brother, my sister, prices are skyrocketing. Mr. President is only saying that, oh, stop the conjecturing. Stop saying that the dollar is higher than the, Ghana cedi. It's reached this level. When you do that, naturally it moves there. Oh, really? All of a sudden, we have relegated to the background the power of demand and supply. It's conjecturing that will make prices go up. It's time to fix the country. It's time to let patriotism play. When we were talking about patriotism all this while, many were those who thought were just comedians and fooling. But today, it's reality that is slapping your cringing brows. My brother, my sister, that's the reality. If I were you, I would also go and buy at least some rice and some oil and some things like that so I can survive as long as these greedy pot-bellied people are in power. When they clear off and God blesses us with those who are at least a little bit considerate, then we'll be able to survive. In the interim, this is the Blakk Pot, aka Kukushonemo, where we speak truth to power. And of course, when we return, we have more. Have you ever thought about the oldest mosque in Africa? The oldest mosque. Have you thought about it before? The oldest mosque. How did it come into being? If this was the African history class, I'll be telling you. But in this segment, I'm not permitted to tell you. I'll just give you the answer. Hey! Wayo!
The moon shines brighter in the darkness, and the time is 3 Diana Wright, first of all, is a Jamaican. Yes, I'm a Jamaican. I was born in a little parish, a beautiful little parish called Clarendon, outside of Kingston. Everybody knows Kingston, but Clarendon is where I come from. I am a singer, I am an author, I am a songwriter, I am a poetess, and I am an actress. Right, I do the whole. I've been doing this for many years, and so basically that's who I am. I'm anything art, everything art. That's me. You think art and you think Diana. Yeah. I do reggae music. I do inspirational music. I do cultural music. I do gospel, if you call it gospel. You know, I just do uplifting, clean music. Even the 12-year-old can listen to it. You know, or the adult, if you feel like you need some motivation or so. The kind of music I do will really, you know, motivate you, and that's basically what I do, reggae predominantly. Okay, so the inspiration behind Bed of Roses is this. I actually, you know, bad to bad, as we say in Jamaica, there's that little stigma that has always been going on that, you know, most men are not good men, and you don't really have good men, especially like if they're poor and they can't take care of you. Women have 2 hands and 2 feet too, so you're crippled, you know. You don't necessarily need somebody to take care of you. What you need is a man with a good heart who loves you and who will work with you so you can build an empire. So Bed of Roses is really in the defense of men, and so also to really rewrite the narratives that if a man is poor, he can't take care and that is no good. It's not good for you, which is a lie. You understand? So there are lots of men out there who don't have a lot of money, but they are good and upright men. You know, they just want someone to work with them and someone to motivate them. And so that song was really, you know, to celebrate good men who don't necessarily have a lot of money.
Nice little ranch down a Ochi. Only for veggie where we plant, me not go hungry. Come and say, the GMO in our pantry. Give me a firm foundation when no Sunday.
Bed of Roses is available to the public on our platform called 16 Bars Multimedia. So on the website it will be the 16BARS M as in Mary, M as in Mary.com. So that is 16barsmm.com. Definitely. I'm available for live performances any day of the week. So you can contact me on, first of all, you can reach out to me on my Instagram as Empress Diana, and my Diana has 2 N's. So that's Empress, which is DIANNA. So that's Empress Diana, that's my IG. And also you can also, you know, send me a link or something on our YouTube. Our YouTube is the same name of our website, 16 Bars Multimedia. We have lots of work there. You can reach us there, and also you can reach us at 16barsmm@outlook.com. So that is 16. This time is the word all spelled out. 16barsmm@outlook.com. And if you choose, when you go on our website, which is the same 16barsmm.com, you can go to the contact page and send us a message. You understand? And usually we respond within a couple of hours. All right. So that's basically it. And I'm sure at the end of this, you will have a number somewhere to contact us. All right. So that's it. That's what I do. And you know, keep the music locked. Yes, I bless.
Nice little ranch down a Ochi. Only for veggie where we plant, me not go hungry. Come and say, the GMO in our pantry. Give me a firm foundation when no Sunday.
Sorry. Oh, Doc. Yes, and you walk, Doc. I want to know your thing. We must why she after said, "Do I need to your man?" No, say the young kukru. So your stomach was up. Said the young heartburn, so I said, "Become." That damn crying. Meaning said if you be forcing, you know, I don't know.
Test results natural say when you malaria on the moji.
Yeah, 3D.
Yes, malaria. Nani yem no so we no here. Tinatet tomac and a tinatet malake. Famano nano ho betono.
Malake, anything I take to Mac, I'm on my free.
Tinatet Malake, Eyama Ubia Wenya malaria fever, and a Tinatet Tomac mixture, Eyama Ubia Wenya indigestion. Yen Shishemu Wenya malaria and Sana Wafa Edri. Not recommended for children below 12 years. Pregnant or lactating mothers should consult a doctor.
Blakk Pot, Kuku Show.
This is the Blakk Pot, aka Kuku Show, and we are live on Pan-African TV. We are champions of Pan-Africanism on TV. And via satellite, we are viewed all over the continent of Africa. Yes, it's the Larbanga Mosque. That is the answer, the oldest, 1421. Can you imagine that? How did the mosque come into being? There was a man who came all the way from Sudan, and then he rested there. And he had a dream that he needed to build a mosque in the area. Before he woke up the following day, the foundations of the mosque were already there. And before he could say, hey, the second part, the top and everything came into being. Sudanese architecture. I've been there several times. The Larbanga Mosque. In fact, they call it the Mecca of West Africa. If you have to go to Mecca and you don't have the dough, come to Ghana. What is Ghana tourism doing? I'm sure you didn't know this. You had heard about the Larbanga Mosque. Did you know it was the oldest? Older than all the mosques in Ethiopia and Egypt. Did you know that? This is the Blakk Pot, aka Kuku Show, where we speak truth to power. Come! Next thing. Watch it. It says what? In office, not in power. Hey, KKD, fashionista. Ah, that's the guy. Yeah, sweet-voiced man, veteran broadcaster, KKD, Kwesiche Dakwa. I love him. And what is he saying? Akufo-Addo is in office, but not in power. Wow. Is it a matter of semantics? Let's see what it says. Kwesiche Dakwa, KKD, has stated that he does not believe President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo is in control of things in Ghana. Oh, I get it now. The veteran broadcaster explained that many indications point to the fact that while the president is in office, he does not wield any power. Speaking in a Monday, October 31, 2022 interview on Joy News and monitored by Ghana Web, KKD stated that the fact that members of parliament on his side of parliament have openly expressed non-confidence in his chief financial officer, Ken Oforiatta, should tell him he's failing. If nobody remembers anything I say today, please remember this. Yesterday, I listened to our president for about half an hour, and I learned for sure that he's in office, but not in power. Dash it away. That's the truth. He's only a puppet. He's in there, and those who really yield the power. I like that picture. That looks like a puppet's picture, right? Like that. With all respect, Mr. President, we have gone beyond these semantics. We have gone beyond all these things, the mockery. See how many times you've been mocked. See how many times you've been vilified. Is it not time for you to say, hey, let me back down? Your finance minister, everybody says must go. After that, you follow him. Then your vice president would also follow. They will know that the country is on autopilot. But Mr. President says no. KKD is a member of the ruling party, NPP. He says his life is under threat every time he talks about this issue. KKD was running around the corridors of power with you guys. Today he says that you are in office as a president, but you are not in power. Where is that power? Where is the power? When your own MPs can come up to you and tell you, Mr. President, we won't support you anymore. Unprecedented. Whatever you gave those people, they went back and said, oh, you can have that man. Just have him for as long as you want. We were just joking. You know, once you have given us tea and cabin biscuits, we are okay. Oh. What a nation of wreckers. Nation wreckers. They have no respect for decency and patriotism. Dash it away. A nation of vandals. Next thing says what? I'm about to go. Jesus. How many people know Kanye West? He was born in 1977. In fact, 3 years after I was born. So if I'm 48, he must be 45, right? Kanye's journey of self-destruction. At a point, he said his name was Jesus. Then he said his name is Ye. Some people say Ye. And what reason did he give to that? He says Kanye means for everybody. And Ye is the most popular word in the Bible, which means you. So he has moved from just everybody or any other person to himself, you. I don't have a problem with that. I'm not a fan of rap music, but I am happy for Kanye West. I am happy for this guy. But I started seeing the red flags around him. In fact, when he said that black people were enslaved by force, but it was by choice that they remained in slavery for 400 years. And I said, this guy is nuts. He's finished. Later he came and apologized. And I said, well, he has been unnutted. That's okay. We all make mistakes. How can you say, do you know your history? Well, he's apologized, but to some other people who have that thing in their mind, that slavery was by force, but remaining in slavery for 400 years was a choice. Why? If a man holds you by force, takes you captive, throws you in jail, locks you up, and there are guards standing by, holding firearms, and you have nothing on you, would you foolhardily start attacking them? For what? You must be tactical. You have stories of many people who broke away from slavery. Kunta Kinte remained a slave, not because he wanted to. He tried to escape. They had to cut off his foot, and so on and so forth. In fact, you look down on our people when you say that slavery was actually by force, but remaining in slavery for 400 years was a choice. He apologized. That was the first thing he said about black people that shocked me. Forget about when he went for the awards night and then he decided to go on stage and pick up the microphone from, I think, Taylor Swift, and then say that, oh, she didn't deserve the award. The award should have actually gone to Beyonce. And the whole night he was seen drinking alcohol all over the place. He went there drunk. Kanye could be better than that. Humble beginnings. He started off by being a producer for Rockefeller. Then he made it big. He's now a billionaire. But he has just lost the billionaire status. Why? In just a week, he's lost about $2 billion American dollars deals and all that. Kanye West's anti-Semitism did what his anti-blackness did not. And some people have a problem with that. Hey, hold it there, hold it. Kanye West, hold it. I said hold it there. Give me back that headline. Kanye West's anti-Semitism did what his anti-blackness did not. You know what it means to say anti-Semitism? Anti-Jews and Asians. Most of the time when we say somebody is anti-Semitic, it means it's anti-Jew. Kanye West said so many bad things about black people, like the slavery thing I just said, and even Black Lives Matter. Kanye West was seen wearing a t-shirt that had White Lives Matter. The black he fought did nothing. Nothing touched him. But when he touched the Jews with his anti-Semitism rants, poof, businesses started collapsing on him. He used to boast about how much money he had. He had an interview with Piers Morgan, and he asked Piers Morgan just 2 days back, Piers, how much are you worth? And Piers said, not as much as you are. And he said, then you must be talking to me so that I might teach you how to get richer. Listen to me so you can get rich. It's like an artist I know in Ghana who is always talking, how much do you have? Yeah, how much will you get? How much you get? That is it. Why do you get so incensed about how much money you are making? Any idiot can make money. Any idiot can make money. There are some people who intentionally make the money but give it out. So they cannot boast of fat bank accounts, but they can boast of fat bank accounts in people's lives. Kanye was asking Piers Morgan, how much are you worth? He said, not as much as you are worth. He said that you must listen to me so you might get richer. Is it all about money? Can your money buy you wisdom? Can it? Bring the story. This is from CNN. On the surface, the case of Kanye West seems pretty cut and dry. West made anti-Semitic remarks that caused companies that he was affiliated with, including Adidas and Balenciaga, to end their relationships with him, bringing to an end his tenure on Forbes billionaires list. Did you hear that? He's no more on that list. He's down. But the $1 million question is why this didn't matter a long time ago, given West's history of making anti-black statements, even though he is black himself. Over the years, West, who has legally changed his name to Ye or Ye, has made multiple inflammatory statements that have angered many in the black community, including his insistence that slavery was a choice and racism is a dated concept. And most recently, his inclusion of White Lives Matter shirts in his fashion line. The answer to why I wrote White Lives Matter on a shirt is because they do. He said in a recent interview with Tucker Carlson. Yet none of those were met with the same decisive, punitive economic consequences as his anti-Semitism. I think it's a fair assessment to say Kanye's punishment is part and parcel of him making anti-Jewish remarks, and people care little to nothing about making anti-black remarks. Ilya Davis, director of Freshman and Seniors Academy Success at Morehouse College in Atlanta, told CNN, oftentimes, black suffering is overlooked or minimized in culture. Dash it away. Kanye West is on a self-destruction journey. Bring that headline. Watch it. It's from The Guardian. Kanye West, no American icon, has ever self-destructed so spectacularly. Can I translate it into three? Obibini awe Americani en say no sa. What's the word for spectacular? My God. My brother. Spectacularly. Look at the phrasing of the sentence or the headline. No American icon has ever self-destructed so spectacularly. Tatashe. Spectacular is tatashe. America bibilibia and say no. Tatashe say. He has destroyed himself so spectacularly. And there was no need. Kanye, this money that you lost, for saying things that destroy your own race, and so on and so forth. Adidas pulled out. Hey, Balenciaga, I don't even know what that is. Pulled out. Creative Arts Agency pulled out. Bebre, pull out. And when you check it out, it's very, very sad, my brother, my sister. Gap pulled out. JP Morgan, Chase and Co. pulled out. Hey, Christie's pulled out. Hey, Madame Tussauds in London pulled out. MRC, that's Media Rights, pulled out. Hey, TJ Maxx, Marshall's Home Goods pulled out. The real authenticated luxury pulled out. But in Ghana, we say stupid things and our sponsors don't pull out. Remember recently I was talking about some artists saying some nasty things and their sponsors are still following them. Look how many people have pulled out because of one statement. He's so rich he wants to lose money. He has lost it. You have destroyed black people all this while. But as I'm saying this, I'm also careful. You know why? Kanye has gone through a lot. He might be suffering from depression. In fact, he's gone through mental health problems in the past. Remember, he was married to Kim Kardashian. They have 4 children, broken apart. Another man is dating Kim, and he's threatening the man that he wants his family back after divorce. He used to date Foxy Brown. Am I right? And Amber Rose. It was Amber Rose. He dated Amber Rose and some other such people. He has the money. He can buy anything he wants. And a lot of relationships thrive on luxury. When the luxury is gone. But Kanye, I'm your brother. Please, can we meet and have dinner? Let's meet and have dinner. He's a Christian. His first album had a Jesus song which was a big hit. In fact, he identifies as a Christian. Let's sit. Let's talk. Maybe when I lay hands on you and pray for you, the road will open clear. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. On this spiritual note, praise the Lord. Hey! Whoa!